Everything I do gonna be funky.
Like Darion featuring Jarvis, Winston, Gooby, and Roxana. So to start it off, we have historical perspectives.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
One-on-one historical perspectives.
Okay, so today in 1950, two Puerto Rican nationalists had barged into the Blair House, which is kind of like the president's guest home, I should say, to kill President Harry S. Truman at the time. So one of them died during the attempt alongside a police officer, and after like just any presidential assassination attempt, the charges are it just basically offers up to life in prison. And basically I wanted to ask you guys, do you think that it's kind of fair to both the people in comparison to like another people, like an attempt, like basically if someone else was attempt to get killed, do you think they should have the same type of consequence as killing like the president or someone of that high standard?
Well, I believe, it's like a life for a life, you know what I mean? But then again, you got like self-defense, like, I don't know, I think it's a different, like, circumstances.
Do you think because it is the president, you think like
it should
it's
be
just
more,
like, yeah,
it should be more punishable?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so, because when I kind of make him seem more important than everybody else, and we're all supposed to be equal, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true, but it is the president. You know, I feel like anybody with power, they're going to care more about.
You're very right about that. And do you also think like serving up to life in prison is like too much, or it's kind of fair?
I mean, you going after the president of a country, you should know, like, there's definitely going to be consequences. So,
But because there was an attempt and not, like, the actual murder, is that fair?
I mean, it's...
If they succeeded in the attempt.
If they succeeded,
but if it's just an attempt.
Exactly. If it's just an attempt, then
but
he's still alive.
If they would have
You
succeeded
still going for
in
it,
the
though.
attempt, though, listen.
You got a good point.
Think about it. Like, if I try to kill you and I failed, if I would have won.
I'm not saying, like, he shouldn't be, like, punished, because he should still be punishable, but you know what I mean? Like, you didn't kill him.
He tried.
He tried to.
So if you tried and you actually did it, it's the same thing. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's pretty, understandable.
Yeah.
But next leading on, we have sports with Jarvis.
All right, so there were a lot of NBA games on last night. I'm just going to run through a couple of the scores. The 76ers beat the Hawks 119 to 109. The Suns beat the Wizards 122 to 116. The Pacers beat the Cavs 124 to 107. The Hornets beat the Bucks 126 to 121. The Celtics beat the Kings 113 to 86. The Heat beat the Bulls 97 to 91. The Magic beat the Grizzlies 101 to 99. The Timberwolves beat the Pelicans 104 to 98. The Rockets beat the Knicks 119 to 97. The Nuggets beat the Raptors 129 to 111. The Jazz beat the Trailblazers 112 to 103, and the Clippers beat the Mavericks from 119 to 98.
Was that many games yesterday?
Huh? Yeah, those are all the games. And some notable performances that I wrote down were Chris Middleton. He had his career high of 43 points. He also had 5 rebounds and 7 assists. Malik Monk, he had 25 points with 18 in the fourth to help seal the W for the Hornets. Ben Simmons nearly had a triple-double with 19 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists. T.J. Warren had 40 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. Bradley Beal also had 40 points with 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Ricky Rubio had 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Damian Lillard had 33 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. And Harden had 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists. So after looking through all of the games, the first thought that I had was the Cavs and the little losing streak that they're going on right now, and I wanted to get you guys' opinion on that.
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, that's my team and all, but it's just like I just hope that they pick it up, because even though this is something that they went through before, and you kind of knew, like, all right, like, they're still good when it comes to the playoffs. Like, this time is actually questionable, because for one, they don't have their whole team. Two, they have a new team. And three, it's just like the way they're losing is just like terrible. So
yeah, they're losing the teams that like they definitely shouldn't lose
whatsoever.
I mean, but
still haven't built the chemistry up in the new team, let alone.
You right about that.
Yeah, and it's a long season, so I think they got time to get it together. But definitely they shouldn't be losing to the teams like they're losing to, because even I think the Celtics are doing better than them, right?
Yeah, they are.
And the Cavs
the Celtics are on a winning streak right now.
6 games, I think.
Yeah, 6 games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some NBA games that are the only 2 NBA games on today. The Warriors go up against the Spurs at 8 p.m. and the Lakers go up against the Trailblazers at 10:30 p.m. I'm definitely looking forward to that Warriors-Spurs matchup. I want to. Didn't Kawhi get injured? Isn't Kawhi injured right now? Yeah. Never mind. Now I don't even want to watch.
Bro. I will put money right now on the Spurs. I will put money on the Spurs. Don't count them out, bro.
Yeah.
But leading next, we have music with Winston.
Hey, so we're gonna get into a real deep discussion right now. Everybody has their favorite artist in the game right now, and everybody's making a lot of big pushes. So out of these artists I'm gonna give you guys, tell me, do you think they're underrated, overrated, or just right? First, Drake. Underrated, overrated, or just right?
Overrated.
Overrated.
Great performer. Still overrated.
Oh yeah, slightly overrated.
I think just right.
Yeah, I was gonna say
just right.
Just
2 to 2.
Ghostwriters.
All right, Chris Brown. Underrated, overrated, or just right?
Underrated.
To me, he
Underrated.
used to be overrated.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like, I started to see it, like, he sounds a lot for, like, the most of his career. Like, he hasn't had much development when it came to his sound. But now I don't see him having the same hype that he used to, so I would put him at just right.
Yeah, just right.
I feel like
if not, or underrated.
I feel like he's underrated only for the fact that he's been an artist for so long, and it's not even really a time where he was like, oh, like, he's a bad artist or anything like that.
Always been consistent.
So yeah, exactly, that too. So it's like he's still young too. So I know the future is still bright for him or whatever. And as of right now, like, he doesn't really get that much attention. I just heard this morning that he dropped like a 45-song album. Yeah. And I didn't even know about it, honestly.
What? 45 songs in an album?
Yeah.
That's like 4 albums.
Yeah, exactly. But
putting in work.
Yeah, I heard it was something like that. But I might give it a try. At least half of it or something like that, because it is a long album.
It's like what? 5
next,
hours?
My bad. Next we have Lil Uzi Vert. Underrated, overrated, or just right?
That's my guy.
Word.
So I'm gonna have to go with
overrated.
Let's break it down like this. Rap wise,
overrated, definitely. Right. But music wise, to me, I feel as though he's just
just making music in general. I feel like he's slightly overrated. Not saying that because he's still one of my favorite artists. However, I feel like he's still slightly overrated. Just looking outside the box.
I mean, this is mostly based on just like artistry alone.
At this point, he's just selling his name.
I think he's just right, bro, because I feel like he's just consistent from each project. Like, he's like the only rapper, like, I could really, like, just really get a vibe from just, just whatever I'm doing, it's lit, to be honest.
Nah, I can't say the same. I mean, I just think, honestly, like, I think he's way overrated. I don't even like his type of music, that whole mumble rap thing.
He makes good music to me, but I just feel as though they kind of carry him as like a leader of the new generation. And in my opinion, he doesn't really have. He don't got the juice like that. It's just
he don't got the juice.
He don't got it like that.
Next up, Tory Lanez. Underrated, overrated, or just right?
Underrated, definitely. To me, like, I've heard, like, I'm not a Tory Lanez fan, but he had range. Like, he had musical range. And he's not as big as some of these other artists, so I'll go with underrated.
I think it's like the same thing with Chris Brown. I think it's just right now, but he's still young. He's still gonna do his thing.
Yeah, he got time.
Do you guys think that he's like another Travis Scott? To me, he sounds like Travis, bro. Like I guess from the mixing point of it, like the auto tune with like it sounds like what reverb. Like it kind of gives me that Travis feel.
Ain't nobody
Mixing
being
probably.
Trav. That's all I gotta say.
But yeah, Travis, he got his own sound.
Okay, next up, the legend Eminem. Underrated, overrated, or just right?
Just
To
right.
me, I'll say, for me, he's overrated because I never listened to him enough
I gotta agree with that.
to see like his influence and why he's one of the greatest rappers of all time. I mean, I've listened to some of his stuff and like his stuff is good, but I never seen why he's like the best white rapper of all time.
Yeah, you can't deny. You just look at the numbers. He's obviously one of the greatest MCs of all time.
Yeah.
It's just that for one, like I can't really relate to him, and it's just like two. It's just like he just never grabbed my attention, I should say. So I gotta say that since I wasn't a part of the movement, that from me looking at the hype, it was kind of overrated to me. I just didn't really grab onto it.
I feel you. I'm gonna say just right. Next up, your guy Travis Scott. Underrated, overrated, or just right?
That's my boy, just right.
Yeah, definitely.
Just right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say he underrated because
I feel like Travis like low key overrated.
Oh,
Like
who is this
everybody's a Trav fan. Like
I can't lie.
everybody's a
like,
Trav
I
fan.
will agree with you a little bit. Like, there's a lot of people who are just like hype beasts when it comes to music, but like to me, Trav is a good enough artist to where he deserves it. Like,
Honestly, when I
Okay.
first heard Trav, I ain't like him, and then I like actually started listening to him.
same.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, he dope.
especially like Days Before Rodeo, that's what really set it off for me. Like at first, like when I first started hearing about Trav, I listened to Al Faro. I didn't like that, but when I heard Days Before Rodeo, I was like, all right, he's my favorite artist now. And then when Rodeo dropped, and then Birds, like that just set it off. But
Next up, J. Cole. Underrated, overrated, or just right?
Y'all want to answer this one at the same time?
All right, 1, 2, 3, go.
Underrated.
Just right.
I ain't even say nothing.
Oh.
I'll just say just right. He's kind of, to me, falling off on the popularity scale, but that's because of the way, his
trap
lack of
music,
music. He
yeah.
doesn't put out that much.
I do gotta say though that I feel as though, from my point of view, I feel as though that the music that he does drop, it has so much substance beyond what we hear, and like I said, I just feel as though he's just like kind of underrated on a certain scale.
Oh yeah, like
Man,
his last album, like there were like so many like other like deeper themes like into it. Like I hated when people would look at the album and say like it was a bad album
Or it was boring.
Yeah, like just because it's not the most lyrical J. Cole you ever heard, like he's still touching on subject.
Yeah. Next up, Kendrick Lamar. Underrated, overrated, or just right?
The GOAT?
The GOAT? The GOAT of right now? Mr. Top 5, number 1?
I gotta say he's just
The
right.
five.
Only
Yeah, just right.
only because
K.I.?
if you was to really ask me, I would say that he's underrated, but just because of the hype that he has, I'm just gonna say just right. the music that he creates is underrated, but the popularity that he has is just right. So.
Yeah.
Yo, he got songs you can't touch.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like it's just right. Like he brings the best of both worlds. With whether you want to catch a vibe, like songs from Element, or like he give you this lyrical story, or you know what I mean. The
You
way
wanna
that
think
he
about
does both.
society, like,
Exactly,
he had
like-
everything. For
And you
to
could
do,
go
honestly.
and you could go all the way back to Section 80. It's just,
Yeah,
it's just
definitely,
crazy.
definitely Kendrick is
It's
just
crazy
right.
how he could do like one of his songs and then get on the track with Richard Kidd.
Mhm.
and
Right.
kill
And
it.
kill it. Word, exactly.
Facts.
That's versatile, man.
You got anybody else?
Oh, nah, that's everybody else. But one more last question. Top 3 right now.
Oh, that's hard.
Personal top 3.
Personal top 3.
Personal.
Trav, Kendrick, and I'm gonna go with Uzi.
Anybody else?
I'll give you 2.
But that's not from lyrics. That's just my
From okay.
like listening.
Probably Trav. This is not in order. Trav, Kendrick. Yeah, that's just about it. I can't think.
My top 3, I say Trav, Kendrick, and Ferg.
Oh,
Ferg got
Ferg.
threw
bangers.
that one in there.
Ferg got bangers.
I'm gonna say Kendrick, Drake, and.
I forgot about Drake. I might have to switch him with Uzi.
Word.
Yeah, I might have to switch him with Uzi.
But right now, though, right now,
I don't know.
Right now,
though, yeah, I'll go with Uzi. But like overall, I'd go with Drake.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on next, we have movies and TV. So, November kicks off with new Netflix series and movies that are going to release soon. Some including Alias Grace, The Punisher, Godless, and Mudbound, and they're all gonna either debut either the 3rd or the 17th. That's kind of the usual for Netflix. Mm-hmm. And movies that came out a while ago, like Men in Black, 42, Inception, Happy Feet, and Law About a Citizen.
Men in Black.
They the second one too as well. They're gonna release on the 3rd or the 17th as well. Have any of you guys like been watching the show, or you plan on watching the show or a movie or anything?
I mean, Netflix TV shows are always fun to watch. The thing is, you just start binge watching them and like
forget about everything else.
The one show that I definitely want to get on is Stranger Things, cause everybody's been talking about that show.
Yeah.
11.
To be honest, like I watched season 1 like last year, right? And it was really good, but because like season 2 wasn't right there for me to watch, I kind of blanked out on it. And so like now I tried to watch it, but I can't really get into it.
Cause you forgot about season 1.
Yeah, so it's like
I gotta rewatch it.
It's like, what is this? It's kind of foreign to me.
Yeah.
But another show I watched on Netflix is D08. Y'all should check that out. It's like about this blind girl, and like she has a near-death experience, and then she kind of like. It's crazy, bro. Like it's just weird. Like she has a near-death experience, and then this guy like he takes her away. He takes all these people away because he kind of like he studies people who's been through a near-death experience and try to find out what's on the other side, the afterlife, really. But yeah, you should check that out.
Okay, so lean on next. We have Spotlights.
Everybody's got a little light under the sun, under the sun, under the sun, under the sun. Red light, neon light, stoplight. Flashlight, 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 red light, neon light.
Alright, guys. So today we're not talking about anything too bright on Spotlight. We got an issue right now in America. It's the terrorist attacks. We have a lot of terrorist attacks, and the most recent one was a 29-year-old man who ran over pedestrians and cyclists. He killed over 8, injured 12, and it's titled as one of the worst attacks in New York since 9/11. And the guy tried to escape with a paintball gun and a pellet gun, and then he ran into a school bus.
That's the guy that took the I think the U-Haul truck from Jersey City, right?
Yeah, from the Home Depot. That's
crazy, bro. Cause that's like literally right
there.
here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Yo, to be honest, like this, it's like imagine us now. Then like we get older, we want to have kids. We want to make sure they're safe, and like all these type of like different ridiculous, crazy things that just happening in the world right now. It shouldn't be like this normal. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of getting like.
I was having that
repetitive
discussion in English. Shout out to Schwamberger, but that was the discussion for today, and we were kind of talking about how society has like desensitized itself to the fact that this is commonplace, and it's like that
this
shouldn't
should not be normal.
Normal,
Yeah.
exactly.
There's
Like
8 families grieving right now.
yeah, exactly. Like we shouldn't be able to just walk away from this and forget about it the day after. To just have another one pop up like 3 days after.
Because honestly, I feel like if we went to New York too, it's like obviously they would have some type of attention towards it, but it wouldn't be 100% to where it should be. And that just stands out for everywhere else, because obviously in that area, if they're not evolving it or putting in the same attention that they should have, then obviously everywhere else they won't.
Yeah.
But you know the good thing about it is that the guy got caught, I believe, right? Like he
got
didn't
hit by a
die.
bus,
He got hit by a bus.
a school bus. He was trying to run away with a paintball gun.
He didn't die though. He didn't die.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, well, at least they caught him, man.
Yeah,
But like, why would you do that?
yeah. It's just you just question it. It's just
Yeah.
like why?
But I was saying this in English too. It's like I feel as though it's like people don't put up as much of a fight as we need to. Like after a terrorist attack like this will happen, then we'll start talking about gun laws and prevention and stuff
And
like
nothing
that.
happens.
But we don't do it all year around,
Yeah.
so
Isn't it-
nothing's really gonna happen until we start fighting every day of the year. You feel me?
Didn't
Definitely.
something like this happened in Vegas? Like 50 people.
Yeah,
died
exactly.
shooting.
And then the whole Sandy thing that happened a couple years ago. We definitely just need to
The
make a
Boston
step forward.
Marathon, all that.
Exactly. We need to make a step forward to kind of like eliminate this problem or at least like minimize it.
Exactly.
And what do you guys think would be the way to do that?
Honestly, you gotta just stop guns. Like, you gotta take guns out of the country. There's gun violence. Like, the simplest way to do it is like, oh, you want to be safe, but people don't know how to act. So you gotta
That's
take
the
that
thing.
away
That was
from
like
people.
honestly, it's like especially with this gun law situation, it's like you can't win with it because obviously you need some people that needs to protect themselves. It's people that's in unsafe neighborhoods that may potentially get robbed or just anything that might happen to them, God forbid, and they just need it. However, you do have people that offends and they use these guns for a negative reason. So like I said, it's like it obviously should be a way for them to adjust to, for it to just like be better. But as of right now, it's just like you can't win.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, but like you're gonna go back and forth. Some states want it, some states don't. But at the end of the day, that's really the solution. Just take it away.
What about people that don't have like the truck driver? Like he was running over people. What do we do about stuff like that? Where it's specifically the people?
Something
You know what I mean?
out of your control.
And that's what I'm saying. It's unfortunate. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to cut it. See you guys next week.
If music production is your passion, there's only one place in New Jersey where you can become AVID certified. iTech Audio Studios. If you're serious about learning music production the way the pros do it and you're ready to get paid, iTech Audio Studios offers courses in MIDI, Logic Studio, Pro Tools, and much more. Bottom line, iTech Audio Studios is the best school for music production in New Jersey. Find out why today. Go to itechaudio.com.
He only was a child. You took away his smile. You really think you're God, but you're not. What made you take a life? Another sacrifice. We got you on the web, now you're dead. We're living in a bandwidth of pain, and this system of brutality must change. Every single life means the same, and our innocence is gone, we're all to blame. He only was a child, you took away his smile. You really think you're God, but you're not. Oh, what made you take his life? Another sacrifice. We got you on the web, now you're dead. I've been hoping for peace, but the world won't change, the ones like you are gone. Hate is spreading disease, and the cure is love, forgiveness, right from wrong. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la. We got you on the web, now you're dead. We got you on the web, now you're dead.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the PM show. I'm your host, Alejandro. And I have my crew, Erica, Eric,
Yo.
and Gio.
Hey.
That music was by, actually the name of the song is Jerry Barnes with Justice, that you guys were just listening to. Today we have a packed show, and we're going to start off with Eric with historical perspective.
All right. So for historical perspective today, the first radio broadcast from the U.S. was aired in Pittsburgh in 1920. I never knew this. It's pretty cool to learn about, to be honest with you. And you always learn something new every day. Just check on history sites. You'll learn something new every day. What you guys think about it though?
It's funny. We're doing a radio show too.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a coincidence. It's
You planned this out though.
yeah.
Maybe.
That's perfect timing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. To wrap up historical perspective, thank you, Eric.
Yep, you're welcome.
Next up, we got Erica with school news.
Okay, so the main event for our school, as you all know, is our Powder Puff game, which is next Monday at Cave and Point. I'm pretty sure this has been promoted all over, but I'm gonna just keep going at it so we can get as many people as we can. Tickets for County Prep students are actually just $3. For outsiders, it's $5, and to buy tickets at the door is $10, I believe. Yeah. Also, we are going to have a dance tomorrow. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but it's the Friday Nights Live. Yeah.
Yes.
Tomorrow from 7 to 11. And it's going to be here. Tickets are $5 for County Prep, and at the door, it's $7. We can't bring in outside guests, though. So it's not like prom or anything. Also, you must bring your school ID, so that's mandatory because they're going to be checking. And in other news, we also have our Interact Club that we're doing this henna thing. And if you want henna, for all my people that want henna, please get your waiver signed. That's very important.
Okay, thank you. So it's 5 and 7 for the dance, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
7 for at the door.
And then for the Powder Puff, it's 5. Also, okay, all right.
All right. So when does Powder Puff start? Do you know?
Oh yeah, that's true.
What's that one?
yeah.
There's no official time day.
Monday it's...
I know it's, yeah, that's me. I don't know. I know it's Monday. That's
Because I heard it starts the gates open at 6 and the game starts at 7 or something.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Well, all right.
just wanted to confirm.
Didn't you go to the Powder
I
Puff
did.
game? Yeah.
I did.
So
But
you should know.
my memory of the last Powder Puff is no longer in my head. I just
Yeah.
know the experience, the timing. I don't know.
Nah, I
But-
know those feels.
Yeah, exactly. But and are you are in that Interact Club?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Are you doing the henna designs or?
Me, yeah.
Okay, that's
It's
pretty
the first
cool.
time.
Get your henna done by Erica.
Erica.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Erica, with school news.
You're welcome.
Next up, we got my main man Gio with what to watch.
All right. So these are movies that have already been released, but we're starting off with Jigsaw, and it's just recently watched all the movies, and it's an amazing movie production, cause it's I would say it's there's a lot of things going on. It's a lot of intricate traps, and it's just amazing the way they wrap it up. It's the plot twist is just it's crazy. It's mind blowing. So, what do you guys think?
Well, as a person who saw it Saturday, I believe.
Yeah.
Whew. Oh my God,
I
it
watched it
was
yesterday.
crazy.
I watched it yesterday.
Jesus, that plot twist,
especially Gio. If you watch all of them, you got to see this one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I recommend it. I know some people are nah, it sucks, but I guess it's just because of the gore and stuff, or they just don't understand it.
Yeah,
Because I've seen the trailers, and it's just like, it doesn't seem like it's keeping true to like the original movies. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I can see what you're saying, and maybe you'll feel that way in the movie as
Yeah.
well. Maybe I can see
Just
why.
maybe.
Yeah, I can see why. I can see what, but I don't know. Me and Eric was talking about this before about the movie. We went over about it a little bit. It was I found it interesting and cool.
Yes.
I can see what they did with it.
I like where they went with it.
Yeah,
to be honest.
They only had to go that way. I told Eric there was only one way they could go, and they did it. So,
yeah. It was smart how they did it.
Yes,
Really
sir.
smart.
Yes, sir.
So, as me, I recommend watching it. To be honest with you,
I'll look into it.
Especially if you like the horror movies, I definitely recommend it.
All right, so our next movie is Wonderstruck. It already came out as well. The main characters are Ben and Rose, and the movie takes place in 2 different eras. You can distinguish it by like black and white and one's in color, but they're both looking for something they're missing. Like Ben is searching for his father, and Rose she wants to learn more about this mysterious actor, and it's like it follows like a deaf, what's the word? Like a deaf perspective. So, what do you guys think?
I think I might go see it. It got me interested. I first saw the trailer in my what's it called? Sign Language 2 class.
Yeah.
So I was like,
sweet.
yeah. And
shout out.
Yeah.
And what's it called? It looked pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I might not go see it in theaters. I might just wait until it comes out on like DVD or something.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll probably go
I
see it.
actually haven't watched the trailer or even heard about the movie, so it's pretty cool that you're telling me about this.
It seems like a really interesting movie.
Yeah.
And like it got my attention because I don't know, it's probably some irrelevant stuff, but the song they played in the trailer, it was like, I don't know.
Too good.
It was like, I don't know.
So okay.
So yeah, that's about it.
That's weird. Like, how are they gonna match 2 different timelines?
True.
Well,
but that's all creativity. When you're in that business, it's all creativity.
Yeah.
And you gotta give props to those guys trying to figure all that out.
Weren't you also saying that there was this horror movie about donuts?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what?
Creativity.
They're
Wait,
releasing
when
this
was
movie.
this?
They're releasing this movie November 17th about a killer donut.
What is this, like
I have no idea.
This is in theaters, or
I
this
think
is
so,
straight
yeah.
to DVD?
That's
probably.
I really hope it's straight DVD.
That's so whack.
It sounds like it should be. What is this for kids or?
It's about a donut that kills people. That's all I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, don't we have that already? Isn't it called diabetes?
Oh, Erica.
Sorry.
No.
Why you gotta go
That's
there?
it.
Why you gotta go there?
Yeah. That's a wrap. And thank you for listening. End the show there. All right. That'll be it with my man Gia with What to Watch. Up next is Spotlight with Eric.
All right. So yesterday, there was a Colorado shooting at a Walmart, I believe, and his name was Scott Unstrom or something like that. I don't care if I butchered his name. Whatever he did was wrong. And he was 47. He was taken in custody just this morning. But it's crazy. He killed, I believe, 2 men and 1 woman. So that's just not cool at all. What are you guys thinking about this situation?
Actually, to be honest with you, I actually haven't heard this story.
Yeah, I heard.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I just heard about it.
So it's crazy that
this
you
morning.
just told me.
Yeah.
I heard about it this morning as well, and it's just it's crazy because it's something we've been talking about in my class for the past couple of days, and we're talking about like mass shootings and stuff, and it's like how normal this stuff has become in our generation. Cause like a statistic is, in the past 4.5 years, we've had 1,500 shootings, mass shootings.
Oh my God.
In the United States alone.
No way.
Yeah.
For real?
For real.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
sad what this world became into.
I
Like
mean,
I keep saying this in every like single radio show that we do. It's sad what this world has became. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, look at our president.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not too long ago, we had that incident in Halloween.
Yep.
With, like, the guy ran
that's
over.
But that's what I'm saying. I heard about that story, and then coming in, I'm thinking that's what we were gonna talk about, and then you hit me with that, and I'm like, oh snap.
Actually, I was going to talk about the
no,
Halloween
yeah.
incident too.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe he was a 29-year-old. His name is Saipov or whatever.
Yeah.
I believe he killed eight kids, and did he steal like a truck or something?
No, he actually rented out a truck from Home Depot.
He did.
Okay.
Home Depot up in Passaic.
Yeah.
And then you went to New York.
And then, like he said, like when he was done, Allah is great or something.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna get into that.
Oh
I was
my
just,
God.
I heard something about that yesterday, but we're not gonna get into.
Yeah,
that.
let's.
We're not getting into.
I got it right there what it means, but I'm like, no, let's not. Let's just not say that.
Well, it's hard times right now, and we just all need to come together and be united, because these are real tough times that we're going through as a whole country.
Yeah. I agree.
But thank you for breaking that news, because I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
At all.
I was shocked when I heard it. Yeah. Saw it this morning, actually. I was like, what?
No, because I'm like, what is Eric talking about? I'm like,
yeah,
I think Eric got, I'm in the back of my head listening to you talking. I'm like, I think Eric just messed up the whole thing.
Nah, man. Two different things.
All right, but thank you, Eric.
Welcome.
Wrapping up Spotlight, we have me with This Week in Sports. Now, for our sports segment, we don't really go through stats or, statistics or a lot. We like to talk about controversial things that go on through sports, being, whatever the case may be. So this week, it wasn't, we had an incident with Steph Curry. I think the previous finals, he had thrown just to give you guys a background of the whole situation. He had thrown a mouthpiece at a fan, and that time I don't think he actually meant it, but he was just angry. I guess he didn't get the call he wanted, and he hit a fan, and that was that. I think he got a fine, no suspension, blah blah blah. Okay. Then just recently he had thrown a mouthpiece again, and it was towards a referee for the same reason, not getting the call, blah blah blah. And no suspension, but a fine again. And there's a lot of people in the media that feel like, it's just like, you favor to more people than others. You know what I mean? They're saying, other different basketball players who are more emotional, who are more, out there, would have got, 2 games, 5 games, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So I just want to think, because, we all know we all know Steph Curry, and he's a great guy. I'm not saying, but I'm not trying to portray him up. But when it's between those 4 lines, you gotta listen to the rules. You know what I mean? And you can't do something. And it don't matter who you are. I feel like the first time it was worth a fine, and then the second time you don't learn, you get suspended at least 1 game. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that big of a deal, but you just gotta learn from it. And I don't think a fine's gonna. This guy's just got hit with a supermax deal this past summer. $50,000 not gonna.
Be serious.
Yeah, exactly. So, I just want to think what you guys thought. Hear what you guys thought. That's what I meant. But
use your mind, Steph. Use your mind, please.
Yes, exactly. No, and I get it because a lot of people. These are professional athletes playing a professional sport.
Yeah.
They're all in the moment. I completely understand that, but you got. There's rules with everything you do, man. Yeah, everything. Exactly. You gotta follow that. And these are people that work for the NBA, like the refs, and just not how would I feel like on national TV getting a mouthpiece on him? I don't think it hit me. I don't think it hit him though. And then some people try to say it ain't. He didn't like direct it towards it, but it was clear that it was. But he did get ejected for that game though. So.
Oh, okay. At least something.
Yeah.
Came out of that, but
yes,
still.
Yes. To wrap up this week in sports, we have daily horoscopes with Erica.
Okay, so for my Aries, Taurus, Capricorns, and Aquarius, your future is going to be brimming with lots of potential, so be aware for that door of opportunity. Also, you may be undergoing lots of stress this week. So if you want, take a time for yourself, a little vacation time. Also, you might be expecting lots of revelations today, whether it be good or bad. So keep an eye out for that. For my Pisces, Sagittarius, Scorpios, and Libras, today your romantic, friendly, and persuasive nature will be like appreciated and will be recognized today. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And for my last Leo, Cancers, and Gemini, your patience will be put to the test. So be very patient and don't break.
Yeah.
Leos, Cancers, Geminis.
That's not something I want to hear, to be honest.
I didn't know I was romantic. I didn't know I was romantic. Hold up.
Were you in the second group?
Yep.
You were in the second group. Okay. Yeah. What your romantic and friendly nature as well as persuasion is being recognized big time today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Wow. Dang.
So romantic
yeah. My man Eric. Well, I'm in that group as well, so.
Hey,
Really?
that's what's up.
I'm in that group as well, so.
Why am I the only one who's getting the patience tested though?
Where do you fall under, Erica?
The first one, I'm gonna be taking my vacation time.
Oh, you lucky.
Eric got the
You're
best
lucky.
one.
Damn.
Eric got the best one.
All
right, guys. Hope everyone enjoyed watching. We'll be back soon. We have Erica, Eric, Gio, and me, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye.